Good morning. Welcome to Tahoma National Cemetery. My name is Chief Warrant Officer LaVoy, United States Navy retired. It's my great honor and privilege to be here along with active duty personnel from Naval Station Everett, my fellow retired Washington Army National Guard to be our firing team. Before we get started, if you have a cell phone, please turn it off or silence it at this time. When the flag is opened up and held open, it's a rifle team signal fire salute. It's extremely loud. Protect the little ones' ears especially. Your ears are sensitive, protect your ears. All veterans are invited to salute as appropriate during the service. Thank you. We are met here today to pay respect to and honor the memory of James Stiffler, Lieutenant, United States Navy retired, who offered life and service for this great nation during the war or peace. Because of veterans like our ship made our lives and the principles of freedom, justice, and democracy survive as they have for over 235 years. The solemn pride of that service is theirs and for all us living to remember and honor. When our country called, our departed shipmate did not shirk his responsibility. He knew it was the right thing to do. He served the nation's cause by defending and preserving our precious American heritage. He served honorably, he did his duty, and the nation is grateful. There's a ship sailing onto a harbor, to a haven of comfort and rest. It's a ship of God's fashion and making, and its voyage by him will be blessed. It departed with silence and beauty, with the master himself in command. As with dignity truly majestic, it sailed out of sight of all land. You have watched it sail onward and outward with a tear of regret in your eye, for it hurts to give up for a loved one was sailing upon it, and there's grief when you're saying goodbye. But your tears would be tears of rejoicing, your heart would be happy and free. You could look for only a moment on that ship that is sailing to sea. For the one you have loved is at leisure with no worries, trouble, or care. There's contentment beyond understanding in the way God's passengers fare. And you know from your own observation that the sailing was joyful, not grim, for it means a new life, new living, and a sweeter, closer contact with Him. For the solace there is in the knowledge that life is life, and it always will be, and it's simply a change of direction when we sail on His ship out to sea. And the tears that we shed for our loved ones are in truth shed for us left behind. For it hurts to give up to the Master, but we know He is gentle and kind. So believe in His great and good wisdom, trust in Him as you patiently wait. On His ship, God is ever the pilot. The one you have loved is His mate. Navy, post. the sailors are holding the flag, I'd like to recite a poem. It was written by a young high school student by the name of Kelly Strong in 1981 in honor of his father. Young Kelly Strong is now commander of the United States Coast Guard. It's entitled "Freedom is Not Free." I watched the flag pass one day. It fluttered in the breeze. The young sailor saluted it and then stood at ease. I looked at him in uniform, so young, so tall, so proud, with haircut square and eyes alert. He'd stand out in any crowd. I thought, how many men like him had fallen through the years? How many died on foreign soil? How many mothers' tears? How many pilots' planes shot down? How many died at sea? How many foxholes were soldiers' graves? No, freedom is not free. I heard the sound of taps one night when everything was still. I listened to the bugler play and felt a sudden chill. I wondered how many times the taps had meant amen when the flag had covered the coffin of a brother or a friend. I thought of all the children, the mothers and the wives, fathers, sons, and husbands with interrupted lives. I thought about a graveyard at the bottom of the sea, of the unmarked graves in Arlington Cemetery. No, freedom is never free. Our flag is the honored and most visible symbol of our country. The departed shipmate served under this flag, and as a veteran, has earned the honor of having it presented to his loved ones in his memory. On behalf of the grateful nation, I'm proud to make you please accept this flag. Honor and long and faithful service to our Navy. 3 rounds. The salute to his fire in his arm. I'm retired, as I said. I'm out here 5 days a week. I have the honor and privilege of looking after my sailors until I die. Personally, I keep the reading here first. We have one more thing for our retirees. It's a poem written by William Whiting in 1860. William Whiting is the gentleman who wrote the Navy hymn. It's entitled The Watch.
For 20 years plus, this sailor has stood the watch. For some of us were in our bunks at night, the sailor stood the watch. While some of us were in school learning our trade, the shipmate stood the watch. Yes, even before some of us were born into this world, the shipmate stood the watch. In those years when the storm clouds of war were seen brewing on the horizon of history, the shipmate stood the watch. Many times he would cast an eye ashore and see his family standing there, needing his guidance and help, needing that hand to hold during those hard times. But he still stood the watch. He stood the watch for 20 plus years. He stood the watch so that we, our families, our fellow countrymen could sleep soundly in safety each and every night, knowing that a sailor stood the watch. Today we are here to say, Shipmate, the watch stands relieved by those you have trained, guided and led. Shipmate, you stand relieved. We have the watch. Bosun, stand by the pipe aside. The shipmate is going ashore.
This concludes our honors here at Tahoma. I'd like to thank you all for coming, honoring my shipmates. I'll leave you with one thought, as please don't think that this is a sad place. It's a place of honor, and he's with heroes as he should be. God bless you all, and have a safe trip. It's my honor.